Hey y'all, it's me. I would say Pretty Princess, but if you noticed, I changed my name to Vegan Granny. So it's me, Vegan Granny. Okay, y'all, this has been a interesting weekend. So, Kevin Hart got married, and congratulations to him. I like Kevin Hart. I don't think he's extremely funny, but I think he's funny. And I've been following his career for a while. He seems to be a decent young man. Now, of course, he has some challenges with his first wife, which really ain't none of our business, even though it did play out in front of folks. It's still not our business. And, his first marriage didn't work out, and he has since remarried, like a lot of people do. So, some of y'all then got mad as a hot firecracker because his first wife is still holding on to his last name. Now, let me put y'all up on game, because I know some of y'all ain't never been married and probably never will be with your attitudes. When you marry someone, that name is yours legally. Okay? When you take your husband's last name, that's your last name legally. When you go through a divorce, the judge will ask you, would you like? So that means that this is an option to go back to your maiden name. You have the option to say, no, I don't want to go back there. I want to keep this name, because maybe that's the same name that you share with your children. And maybe you want all y'all to have the same last name. I don't know and don't care why. But she has chosen to keep the last name Hart. And y'all mad at this woman because she won't change her last name. You on Instagram talking about her like a dog, saying she shouldn't have forgave Kevin, and he is this and he is that. Honey, let me tell you, if you don't understand that forgiveness takes a burden off your heart, you are really crazy. And I can see the hatred and the unforgiveness in a lot of your posts. The way you speak is what's coming out of your heart. That's what you have in you. That's why you're speaking that negativity, because that's what you have in your heart and in your mind. You are a negative person. I mean, it grieves my spirit to see people not want other people to move on. If you stuck in a rut and you under all of that hatred and grief and guilt and all of that stuff that you have piled on you, don't try to pile that on other people, okay? His ex-wife has moved on. I was in a marriage. This is my second husband. I moved on. I didn't retain my ex-husband's last name because I didn't want to. I went back to my maiden name. Of course, my kids, kept their name. And it did kind of upset my children that we had different last names. But I had to, explain it to them in a nice way that I chose to go back and get my maiden name. Now, had I chose to stay my married name, that was an option for me. So since his ex-wife has chosen to retain that. Leave that woman alone. Leave that girl alone. She done moved on. She didn't forgive Kevin and moved on. And y'all need to do the same thing. Because ain't none of y'all slept with him. Okay? He didn't hurt none of y'all. He hurt her. And if she can forgive him, why can't you? Lord have mercy, Jesus. And I guess last week Donnie McClurkin got engaged. And y'all hot as a firecracker about that. I mean, you know, it's funny to me that Christians put a limitation on God. If this man says he has been delivered from homosexual thoughts or homosexuality or whatever his issue was, why can't you believe it? God can do all things but fail. If he believes that God has delivered him, why can't you believe him? And why does it matter to you what this man is doing? If this man has chosen a woman and he wants to get married, he has asked this woman to marry him, he is engaged, this is the life that he chooses.